All right, fellers, let's get this party started. Kind of interesting. Ethan, who we haven't talked to about in a while. I guess he had a little chat with Sneako. It's on the Bradley Martyn's Raw Talk podcast. Anyway, he talks about him a little bit. I guess he reacts to something, and then they actually have like a little conversation. So I guess I'm kind of interested. It's been like weird. I feel like, I don't know, I haven't talked about Ethan in a while. I guess he hasn't really been doing anything that I've personally found super interesting. That doesn't mean he's not interesting. I mean, he's talked about me once, but you know, I guess I'm not interesting by that logic. You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess it's something. Let's just take a look. I like the sock shirt combo. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm digging that with the looking like Crocs maybe, or some kind of shoe with a little thing there. But let's just get it going.
Back up.
What about Sneako? Didn't he recently call you out to do some debate?
Sneako is...
Ooh, there's probably no reason to do a debate with Sneako, especially since his whole thing is like, hey, I think it's okay for kids to get married to adults. You know? Like, I'm not really on board with that type of mentality. It's just like, okay, I don't really have a super big interest in having that conversation or validating that conversation. Like, it's obviously just a degenerate, you know, idiot perspective.
Like, so I would debate. I
genuinely don't like Sneako.
The thing is,
that
well, obviously, right?
Yeah.
That's obviously. I mean, he's like, I mean, how can I like him? He's like a Holocaust denying Nazi. He's like actually like a Nazi.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's wonder. Is he a Holocaust denying, you know, Nazi, or is he somebody who that's his last audience left because he's burned every other audience bridge? I don't know. I mean, maybe he actually does believe it. You know, he's a complete conspiracy theorist, so maybe he does legitimately believe that. You know, I just think Sneako's a little boy, and I don't really take too much of what he says like too seriously. He's like a joke. He's a meme. He's like a lolcow to me.
Like, yeah, I'm not even like being silly when I say that. Like, he is a Holocaust denying conspiracy theorist.
That makes it tough for me too, because I am Jewish and like
Steinberger.
Yeah,
is that your full name?
Steinberg, but you didn't even know it.
That's a very Jewish name. I'm Jewish as well from my father's side, but you know, he left my mother. I think that was his idea of reparations because she's German. But yeah, that's a very Jewish name. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. But that's crazy.
Sneako's always been such a good friend to me off camera. So it's just like, that's what I'm telling you. I don't know what's genuine.
Oh, really? He's been friendly
and what's not.
Well, that's like the Nick Fuentes thing. Nick Fuentes is like a insane, like a racist anti-Semite, who has like weird conflicting values. On the one hand, he thinks that Black and Hispanic people are like less of people because they have lower IQs, which is a conversation about systemic racism, obviously. Like, no person is superior. It's really about opportunity and advantages, etc. So he looks down on them. He thinks that like sleeping with a Black person is the same as like sleeping with a dog. I've heard him say these things before. But then on the other hand, he's upset that Jewish people have higher outcomes. So it's like, by your logic, wouldn't Jews be better than you? That's not my logic. But like, how do you? Like, I don't really understand. Like, you're upset because one group that you think is worse than you, but then you're upset that the other group is better than you. Like, where it's a little confusing. But anyway, that's Nick Fuentes' kind of like mentality, is where he'll try to be the nice racist. He's the nice bigot. He's like, oh, I'm a nice guy, you know, but he really is like a femboy lover, which is fine, you know, but he pretends to not like gay people, which is weird because he very clearly is closeted.
I would love to talk to Sneako. In his specific, I did a lot of like Holocaust debating with Fresh and Fit. And
yeah, that was an interesting conversation. I remember watching that a while ago.
And it was pretty disturbing just how like down the conspiracy hole they are.
Well, because they're also people who they have no audience left. Like, Red Pill is a joke. But honestly, Red Pill is a joke. It's a meme. Nobody really takes it seriously anymore. I feel bad for the young men who gravitate towards it. I understand young men want to feel represented. They don't have fathers. I do get that, but that's obviously not the best example of masculinity. But it's like a joke now. So they have, what else do they really have left? They lean into that, like, you know, right wing. And I don't even want to like assign them to conservatives because I have a conservative family and not all conservatives are like racist, just the good ones. No, just kidding. But that's the last audience, is the super edgy right wing, you know, and they're conservative because they want to deny rights from women and gay women, gay people, you know, minorities. Not like the regular conservative that's like a little bit more, well, just conservative, like not that big of a deal.
With specifically with Jewish people.
You think that's real though, or is that for, like we were talking about, engagement?
Why?
It must be real. Well, I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot more Muslims out there than there are Jews.
Listen, if it's fake, I don't give a. He's still saying it. He's still denying the Holocaust online.
I haven't seen him do that.
Oh, bro, ask.
He definitely has. What are you talking about? It's a big part of his. It's a big part of his content. What do you mean,
Myron? How many people died in the Holocaust? Call him right now and ask him. Call him right now and ask him.
Let's make this as positive as possible.
Call him. All right. Well, at any rate,
I don't know.
I would think about debating Sneako. The only thing with him is that like he's such a piece of shit that I don't even know if the conversation's worth having.
No, especially since this whole thing is justifying like kids and marrying adults. Like it's very bizarre that he'll say a 12-year-old should be able to marry an 18-year-old. And it's not like, this is the thing. His take isn't when somebody reaches their physical maturity, right? He pretends that's his take, but there's no 12-year-old that ever has existed that has reached physical maturity. And we're not even taking into account mental maturity, which is why age of consent should be higher than like 17, in my opinion. I mean, we probably have a conversation about raising it a little more, but we don't need to, but like physical maturity isn't done till like 17 years old, 16, 17 years old. Again, that doesn't take into account for mental maturity, but it's a very, like he'll say like, yeah, like what about a 13-year-old? Like as long as they're physically mature. It's like he thinks as long as the 13-year-old's attractive, you should be able to get married. It's insane. Like why would you have a conversation? Why would you validate that conversation?
But I do think that it would be, I genuinely, I'm thinking about it. I think it could be good. He's
got to do it. You got to do it. Because he mentioned to me that he had said that he wanted to and then you didn't want to do it.
So what happened?
Is there a bridge building with Papa Got an H3H3? I don't know. Probably not. Like, I feel like with my TikTok, I mean, I'm actually pumping on TikTok pretty hard. Like, I'm doing pretty well. So, like, I have the, I mean, you know, it pays decently. I just wish that it paid more. But anyway, I'm pumping on TikTok. It's probably not over the line to say I'm like one of the most popular commentary channels on TikTok. Yeah, I'm pulling like 10 million views a week. Between like my commentary and my jokes. But like then Ethan seems like a cool guy, but I just feel like that's like a whole I don't know. I don't really want to be in the spotlight. Like I just feel like I don't want that. It's too annoying. He's like the kind of guy I'd get like a beer with. You know, I go out and well, maybe not even a beer because I try not to get too unhealthy. You know, I don't know. But you get my point. Maybe like a sushi the sushi conveyor belt. But I don't know if I'd want to like. I don't really want the I don't really want the fame. Like I don't want the fast fame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I personally don't necessarily want to do that. I'm just like, I'm comfortable where I am. I've been at the fast fame spot in my life, and it's just so annoying and like stressful half the time. So it's like, why do I want that? You know? I don't. It's fucking annoying as shit.
What happened was
like recently.
Yeah, something happened where I was calling him out on the show, and I think we had both said like, oh, let's debate. And then I think there was just not a lot of enthusiasm about it on my team and in the audience, just because like he is actually just a gross, terrible human being. Also teabagged. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but he's like mega alpha, and he's been teabagged by a man, balls in his mouth, basically. Well,
okay, what is that? I don't understand.
While his girl was getting. You don't know that story?
Oh, he's just talking about the whole cuck thing. Yeah, I gotcha.
I know about it, but I don't know about him getting teabagged.
Yeah, basically.
Or like when him and his girlfriend slept with other people, yada 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 yada. It's really not that big of a deal, but it's one of those things where like it's an interesting story of vulnerability. If you were talking about somebody who was like respectful, like, yeah, I tried going to like a swingers party is basically what it was, and it just really messed me up. It wasn't good. It kind of hurt my love for my. That's a great conversation. But since Sneako's such a disrespectful bad person, like it turns into more than that. It turns into like it's a funny meme now. Like he's ribbed on for it. So
he said he was going down on his girl while a dude was fucking her from the back, and he
said those words.
Oh no, sorry, no, I got it wrong. He was fucking his girl as a dude was under him. His balls were right on a dude's face, so he was teabagging another man.
I don't think Sneako ever. That might be AI. I can never picture
Bro,
Sneako.
let me pull it up.
I can't picture Sneako saying that.
No, I cannot. Yo, can you pull this
That's
up?
got to be AI.
Hold on,
It has to be AI.
Wait, hold on. You guys are gonna love this. Because
I know that he's talked about that before, but
does he talk about being teabagged?
Sneako, even though you hate my people, bro, I try and fight for you, but
you shouldn't.
You're making
bro. Well, you got to prop up people that want your whole.
I'll tell you because ever since I started,
Well, I have like my friends are now texting me. One of them in the chat, in my fucking group chat, making fun of me for talking about Sneak. Hey, listen, cop. Fuck you, dude.
this game, he respected me and he with me.
Okay.
So I appreciate.
I
appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like
the thing is, like with these guys like Myron and Sneako, I can see that like they can be loyal and good friends, right? And so these are admirable qualities.
Well, not really. I don't think it's well, I understand what you're saying with the loyalty, but they're loyal to a fault. Like they will compromise their own moral values. They'll support like sex trafficking rapists if they're friends. Well, you were my friend, and now I found out that you're a terrible person. So we're gonna still be friends. I don't think it's a particularly good thing to maintain friendship with people if they're terrible people, because you're not setting boundaries with your friends, and you're effectively communicating to your friends that they can do whatever they want. You'll still be their friend, and that's obviously stupid.
And people that's respectable. And so if they've been good and loyal to you, I totally understand wanting to ride for them. But ultimately,
honestly, I don't know where you see it too. I don't even think Sneako's on Instagram, and that's probably the only app I ever use.
He's all over Twitter, is he not?
Is there a way I can show you?
That's like the most degenerate fucking non-censored app ever.
Something? Oh, you can. Yeah. Do that one. Yeah.
So the arrangement.
Do you know the times?
Oh my God, you're gonna love this.
I love the audio. Bradley Martyn. It's incredible stuff.
Once in a while, use a condom and one night stands, whatever, and then she can go on dates, but she doesn't have sex with them. She just likes to be taken. How did you negotiate that?
How long
Why is this audio so bad? Like, what the fuck's happening? What?
ago was this?
I don't know. Not that long ago. A few years.
It took a while to get there, but currently that's.
What year?
2021.
Yeah, a few years.
Like I gotta do what I want. So we went to a couple different.
Call it frat boy mentality. He's nice with buddies. Yeah. That's actually a good way to put it. Frat boy mentality is a pretty good point. Yeah.
Orgies, sex parties.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Is this guy rubbing lotion on his legs?
This gets so good. Trust me.
I'm gonna have to because the audio's dog shit.
No, you were
Oh shit, Jack, did I not read your super chat? Oh my god, I didn't. I totally forgot. Sorry, Jack. Thank you for the $5 from Jack Esposito. I totally see. Last time you complained I didn't read your super chat. I did read it and you missed it. This time I legitimately had a brain fart. Hey, Papa God, just dealt with a punk trying to beat his ex in front of the store. Told him to get lost, keep her safe inside, and call the police. Your life is like a movie, brother. Sorry for missing that. Love you.
What?
Yes.
That was my pitch, Jack.
His friends are so shocked by this.
A glory hole? That's wild. Like, the glory hole itself sounds like an interesting thing to go to, I guess, but then it's just like, it's just the dirt, you know? It's like the dirtiest. So, like, who does that? You know, it's an interesting thing to be like, oh, that'd be kind of cool, but I don't think there's any clean environment where you do a glory hole. Except at the bathroom at Home Depot. That's pretty clean, but it's no women on the other side. But you can't really see anyway, so who cares? Sometimes you can feel that scratchy beard. But then at the same time, you know, so you got your PCOS queens, and they, you know, they got sometimes they beard scratch a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude. You know, if I like a little hair down there, then why not a little hair up there? You know.
Johnny, whoa! How do you know about the top floor? Johnny, you go to the, me and him stayed down. Me and him did not go to the top floor.
You've been there before, though.
I've never been to the top floor. Anyway, when you went up there, you said something. You said something to the nature of whatever happens, happens.
What? Yeah. So we go in there with the mentality that whatever happens inside that party, just stays at the party. Like,
yeah.
And so I saw her. I've seen her fuck other men, and it's just like that.
You've seen it?
Yeah, I saw
crazy.
like literally right.
Can't be no.
Now, if can I pause it for a minute?
You came.
Now, I'm not one to judge people's sexual private life.
I am, but only if you make it public. You know.
But this is a guy who preaches alphaness and calls women sluts and like thinks that like he believes in like chastity and all this. And here, keep going, it gets worse.
But you don't believe people can change, though, no?
I do believe people can change. Yeah.
'Cause I don't think he's
But
the
is he?
same-
Do you think he's someone that is like?
I know he's not doing this no more. I don't believe so.
No.
Well, I mean, I think that this was a very formative moment for him. I think that this is a girl that he probably loved. I don't know if it was true love, but he probably loved her. He's expressed as much, so he loved her. And then after he saw that, I think it broke his heart, and it might have actually removed his ability to be in love anymore. And so this is a very formative experience for pushing him to the red pill, man. You know, hey, barbecue, what's up?
And I think he's talked openly about the fact that like this wasn't the best.
If he's talked openly
choice.
about this, then that's different.
He has.
You
Yeah.
sure?
You're sure about that?
Yeah,
He's
you sure
talked about
that?
this,
Let's
yeah.
keep watching it. Let's keep
Yeah.
watching it. It's good.
So I wanted to break this down, like, because this was imagine seeing a girl you love, like, get. Yeah, I do.
The way he said that, I couldn't.
I wouldn't imagine that. That's cuck imagery.
I love my queen.
Wait, how long ago was this, Justin?
3 years.
What happened to the other niggas?
21.
Are there rules to like how big the nigga dick can be?
There
There has to be, because if it's 10 inches, it's not happening.
That's not fair.
Yeah, you're right. It's not fair to you because you have to follow that act. That's crazy.
It's not that dick. You can't pick and choose dick.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. I mean, if I was gonna do that, I would probably put a limit on the wiener size of the man my wife would interact with. I'd put it at a respectable 4. That's a little too much. You know, I can't really compete with that. So I'd say 4 is my limit. You know, centimeters.
Hey, that's a good cutoff, dog. You should even be random women with 10.
What should you be doing with 10 then?
You should be keeping that to yourself.
What?
Take it to the circus. Oh, no.
Damn, it's so sad because this feels like one of those moments where like Sneako is almost like, I'm a mature guy. I can handle this,
So can she enjoy it? Like, what if she enjoyed it too much?
That's the thing. Like it's like she's moaning pretty loud. Like I don't know like how much you. I didn't expect you to
be more loud.
Huh?
She was more loud.
So all right. So we went on two different. Hold on. We went on 2 different occasions. The first time, crazy. The first time, as soon as I saw like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked. I'm just like, I can't do that.
That's literally just
And then he went back.
Okay, yo, can you pause it?
Then he went
Damn, he watched 3 pumps. That's crazy.
back. That was the first time.
I don't know. This whole thing is like now I'm mind blown.
You didn't know about this?
No.
How'd you not know about this? This is like boring. I'm only really watching for the conversation.
He's talked about this.
I don't pay that
I
much
don't know.
attention
What
to
did he
it.
say about it? I'm curious.
I
don't know.
I think he was essentially saying like it wasn't something that, looking back, that he would ever do again. That it was a good idea and all that.
I'd be curious if Sneako lends that generosity to people who he thinks are immoral or degenerates or,
You mean
and
the
he
same
plays
sort of?
enemies.
I see what you're saying.
Well, Sneako likes to talk about how LGBTQ people are dangerous for children while advocating that children should get married to adults. So, tough sell on that one, huh?
This is not only people can change, yes, but like this is undermines everything he believes in, and it gets worse. Please watch. Keep. You can do times 1.5, so maybe it goes faster.
Ooh.
Or like, yeah, that's cool.
So we're supposed to swap another couple, but I wasn't with his girl. And
So that's weird. That's not really.
No, it was
What is it? It was right. That's a crazy guy. That's you know you're not going to fuck. Yeah. You already missed so. This nigga let you let his girl get. What's up? So who proposed it? Was that your solution to like trying?
I think it was both of our ideas. We saw something in that show, Sex Life on Netflix. Like, they went to a swinger party. Like, oh, we could do that. And especially because, we do threesomes all the time. She's not even that bisexual. So it's like I kind of feel like she's putting on a show a little bit. So I'm like, if I'm able to go and have one night stands and have an open relationship, and she can only go on dates, this is the place where she can exercise an open relationship. Like, it should be fair that she can take other dick if I'm the pussy.
Equality.
That's balanced. So it doesn't happen.
Well, there he's preaching equality. There, you got to agree with him. There.
Yeah, I agree. It's certainly not his opinion now either.
He said if I'm gonna do it, she gets to do it.
Yeah,
so
certainly
you
not
got to
how he
agree.
feels.
There's something we can agree on
Well,
there.
No.
Yeah, the audio is incredible. I love
I'm
He
not
did
liking
say
any of this.
equality.
I'll be
Keep
honest.
Keep going, bro. Keep
I
going.
hate all of this.
Keep going.
Thank you for the small gut from CM Hughes. I think I said that right?
This is honestly, making me a little uncomfortable. Not gonna
This is
lie.
one of my favorite
Same, bro.
clips.
Heard it like 80,000 times already.
My friends.
Is it busted already?
Y'all both knowing that it's happening. So it never behind your back before. You just gotta know.
I gotta see
You
it.
don't need to be literally in front of you.
It was literally like this far away from
Can
me.
you? What?
I love how his friends are consistently shocked.
With his girl, he was with my girl.
Was that in the bed?
That's
I don't think they're friends with him anymore.
the most cuck that I've ever heard, dude.
That's what they call it. You sat on the bed while she got fucked.
I was there too. I got up.
You his girl?
I was not.
So pause it. This man was sitting on the bed as his girlfriend was getting railed by King Dong and literally crying.
King Dong. You've had 3 years to figure out a joke for this, Ethan. Come on.
Dude, that's like the worst cuck story you could ever dream. And I'm saying if this happened to me,
I personally would never dream a cuck story, so I wouldn't know.
I would take this to the mother-loving grave.
I suppose so, too.
But he's
Again, it wouldn't have been an issue if Sneako didn't turn out to be like a disrespectful person, because now everybody clowns on him for it because he's burned every bridge. He torched the Abbott Preach Bridge. I think he torched the those black guys playback. His only black friends left are Fresh and Fit, who apparently have just been caught saying they wish they were white. So we're gonna watch that segment after this. So that's funny, very interesting.
out here
I would too, though. The credit score is great.
He owned it. He did own it.
Well,
He did
keep
own
going,
it.
keep going.
I don't want to watch any more of this.
No,
We
come on, come
we
on,
get
come
the
on.
gist of it. I think we get the gist
No,
of it. right?
no, you didn't.
Okay.
A little bit more.
She was like, I was like, not doing it. And then she left it.
I feel like I've gotten the jizz of it already, dude.
I couldn't, I was literally having PTSD watching that. I was like having warfare. I just started, could not do it.
Wow.
It was missionary legs up. Legs up, yeah.
Oh no.
Deep eye contact.
Yeah, Andrew Tate clowned him a bunch too. Yeah, he did. I remember that. I forgot him and Aiden Ross, Andrew Tate. That was a while ago. They made fun of him. It's funny.
Deep eye contact.
That's a little kinky.
Pause it. That part gets me so bad. Deep eye contact, and she grabs his dick and says, "I want you to fuck me."
Bro,
That's crazy, dude. That's terrible.
I thought I got freaky. This is all way other level.
I
To be honest with you, I don't know if I believe I don't know if I believe that Buster over here gets freaky. I'm just gonna be real with you guys.
Bro, I thought I got freaky. This is a all way other level for me.
Yeah. I would never do it. Never. I guess not.
Just a little bit longer. Just like another minute. And then I'll let you guys go on this one.
Jesus Christ. I think isn't like Bradley friends with Sneako too, because he's also a fucking idiot. Like, what's going on there?
Toes were curling.
Ethan has like the fucking transcript on this thing down. Why is this video so? Why is he so like? Why does he know it? It's like somebody who watches like a Disney movie that they love so much they can recite every line. What is happening here? This is wild.
So we was up this party, everything, and everybody like for drinks, and then all of a sudden Sneako was like, and the floor, it was like 40.
40? He counting the balls, y'all. This is the part when he teabags another man.
Oh, he teabagged the other man? That's the alpha play, isn't it? That's what you do after you kill somebody in a video game and call them slurs, and then you teabag them, you know?
We gotta call Sneako, dude. Holy shit.
Call him.
Yeah, call him.
Wrong.
And ask him first how many Jews died in the Holocaust.
Okay.
Just ask him that.
Notice how he has this rug. Does this not make you feel uncomfortable?
Why? What about it?
Put 1 and 2 together.
Bro, it's...
Ethan, come on. I've mentioned this to him 100 times.
He doesn't like the shape of the rug.
The colors, a little bit of the cuts.
What the f*** are you on about? What is it? Just tell.
He thinks it looks like a swastika.
Oh, I guess I haven't had that vantage point of it.
Now look at it.
Bro, it's
yeah,
not.
I mean,
it's just a random red fucking rug.
That's funny. It's a good bit. I don't. Yeah, I think you're good though, bro. Please, for the audience, Steiny had to bow out of this one, but like we're getting to the teabagging part, and then we can bail.
What is he getting too horny? Like,
So this couple comes in, they start watching, and then here's girl say to the boyfriend, like, lick her clit. And so while I'm hitting
Here.
he lays down on the floor
Here.
and starts licking her.
oh, I gotta repair.
Exactly about the logistics, like his head is like under, is like 6 inches, like his eyebrows are like tickling the bottom, and I have to like move, like go like that so I don't make contact, because his eyebrows are like tickling. You feel I'm like here with it, like I'm trying to not touch his head, and he was completely okay with it. Like, and
Yeah.
you were too. I'm trying to like keep it. I'm like, I'm joking, right? I stopped. Like, so I'm like, I can't. This logistically, this is not gonna.
I mean,
yeah. And then she has to like,
you missed the teabagging part.
We don't even rewind.
Yeah. So that, I mean, again, like he's, I think, like overtly homophobic, and that's the gayest shit I've ever heard.
Okay.
He said a man was tickling his ball sacks with his eyelashes, which is cute. Which is cute.
Dude,
You want to call him?
we
You have
should
two
call him.
savages here,
Just
bro.
just one thing.
He's a savage, though.
I'm trying to be
Yeah,
positivity only right
I
now.
don't care. Well, see, that's the problem. You invited me.
Yeah, well, we're gonna
That's funny.
do it, dude.
But just first question, just ask him without telling him anything. How many Jews died in the Holocaust?
Here we go. We're finally getting to the conversation we're here for, you know?
Oh man, I hope he answers. Called him earlier.
He's getting, sorry, I'm busy teabagging another man.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can feel your eyelashes tickling my balls right there.
I feel like we need to get a hold of him because it's like he's not
Yeah,
just
I mean,
defending himself.
can we
This is
Yo,
absurd.
all right, guys, quick word for the podcast. Green Chef, check this out. Green Chef is
Oh, Jesus. We'll watch it just because, you know, that's my rule. I usually try to watch people's stuff.
a meal delivery service that allows you to pick
Oh.
the food that's right for you. It comes basically all sectioned like in different packages so
Pick
that
your
you
poop.
basically don't have to go to the grocery store. You have no guesswork. You just get the food directly to your door. You don't have to figure out what do I pair this with. They send it all
It's excellent for a fat person like myself. Not leaving the house. Incredible stuff.
to you. You put it together. It's a real easy way to do it. And right
No, I actually like leaving the house to get food because it's just like, dude, I've got nothing better. I've got nothing else to do. I work from home. You know?
now, honestly, it sounds like they're giving it away for free, but it's 50% off plus 20% for the next 2 months. So honestly, it's like, I don't know if they're just giving away free food, but it gives you a real sure shot to see if you really
It sounds like they're not, but okay.
love it, to continue with
Sounds like they're giving you a discount. It's I forget exactly what the term is, but it's acquisition costs. Trying to pull in a new audience, so it's an acquisition cost.
them, but go to greenchef.com
Yeah,
slash
greenchef.com.
raw talk 50 and put in code raw talk 50 to get 50% off.
Do they sell liver and balls like the Liver King eats? Because that's all my diet consists of is balls,
Plus an additional 20% for
And-
the next 2
kidney excretion. Because I like to drink piss or something. The joke is kind of like Joe kind of ran away from me on that one. Sorry, there, guys.
months. If I were you, I would not pass up this opportunity because it sounds like essentially you're just getting free food, and I might even just sign up myself,
It does not sound that.
to be honest, because
I
that's
feel like you should. You should have signed up already. You know, it's your fucking advertisement.
50. So it's like you're paying 20%, I guess, what you would be paying. I mean, it's kind of insane. But go to greenchef.com slash raw talk 50 to get 50% off when you put in code raw talk 50 at that URL and an extra 20% off for the next 2 months. let's get into this podcast.
Let's do it, baby.
Yo,
Wait, let me talk to him.
Okay, here.
Yo,
Ask it. Ask it.
you didn't answer my call the other day. I did.
We're on a
Is this live? This is probably live, right?
podcast.
We're on a podcast. I'm staying completely out of this. This is between two people.
Ask it.
Should we have him ask him?
No, not me.
Here.
I wanted to
Here,
know.
Ethan is here. Do you want me to ask him? I don't feel
want
comfortable
to.
asking it.
Okay,
Ask
here.
him?
Yeah.
All right.
Come on,
Yo.
Ethan, don't be a pussy. Ask him.
Sneako, I'm gonna tell you.
I
This.
didn't want him to know, but yeah, go ahead.
I've showed you mad love this podcast. I've said, yo, Sneako's been
true.
respectful. Have I not?
No, you've talked very kindly of him.
I said, yo, I respect Sneako. He asked
Why are you fucking guzzling this guy's cum so much? What the fuck?
me why. I said, yo, he's me
I said nothing but good things to you, Sneako. Please don't hate me.
since day one. He's never switched up. So I've said that. But he brings us in here, and
That's incredible.
now we're watching a clip about you talking about a sex party.
Where the part where some dude's eyelashes tickled your balls.
Okay.
You heard
Here,
that.
I want to do it.
He's talking about this video.
Can they hear him? Hold on. Can the audience hear him?
Yeah, if they're if they're
So
on
he
here.
goes, sorry, what was that? I was like, yeah, you heard me. You heard that.
Oh, you got him, dude. This is so weird. This is a weird thing that's happening.
What does this have to do with the podcast?
Well, I don't know necessarily how we got here now at this point. I'm a little confused.
Just
but
ask him how many Jews died in the Holocaust.
Ethan wants me to ask you how many Jews died in the Holocaust. I have no idea.
Put the phone up to
You don't know how many? Wow, incredible.
the speaker. Yeah.
Okay, so what does this have to do with the video? you're
Don't
playing?
answer.
What's,
Don't judge.
what is it? I don't
Come on,
know.
bro.
What are you
Just
trying to do?
answer.
No, so
He's
because
dodging.
I was saying that he should debate you, and then we started talking about you, and then he started like giving his opinion on you, and then he was
Tell him instead of playing these clips and trying to do like common snaky tactics, like we could do the debate that he called out for. If he's too afraid to do it, that's
Ask
fine.
him
Like, he
to
can
stop.
continue do the same
Can I talk to
tactics
him?
that
I'll
we've
talk to
seen.
him.
yeah. Here.
Ooh, we're getting the impromptu debate. I wonder if this is going to lead to something. I just feel like there's no real reason to talk to Sneako. There's nothing intelligent coming out of his fucking mouth. It's all just biggest thing right now again is justifying kids getting married to adults in abusive situations. I don't understand.
Ouch. Hey, Sneako.
use the mic.
You called to do this debate.
Sneako, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear him? Is it picking
You just got to
up?
put him like this against the mic.
Yeah,
Where's
I
the-
love the state of the art revolutionary sound that they have going on here. It's incredible.
The speaker on the top.
It's on the bottom. The bottom.
Oh, the bottom. Sneako, how many Jews died in the Holocaust?
We'll do the debate that you all called for whenever you want
Just-
to do it.
it's such a simple question.
I'm not gonna do this on FaceTime with you.
Why?
You
It's not really a tough question to answer.
know how I feel about what you talk about and everything you do.
How many Jews died in the Holocaust? Why? That's such an easy. That's like a softball, right?
I mean, I wasn't there. How many?
There you
how
go.
many you think?
True, I wasn't there either, but probably 6 million. Maybe not the exact amount, but I don't really see why not. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's about 6 million, right? Is the general historical estimate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was exactly that. No more, no less. It was exactly that. Let's do
Wow,
this.
that is like
I don't think anybody thinks it was no more no less. I'm sure that Hitler wasn't like, all right, did we get number 6 million? Don't do too many. You know? So,
that's like the dumbest, lowest IQ take ever. Do you really think people are
yeah, so why are you even trying to talk to this guy?
saying? Hold on, Sneako. Do you really think people are saying that exactly 6 million Jews died? Like, I mean,
exactly that. Yeah.
so you're
I don't think anybody's saying the exact amount. It's a pretty rough estimate, I'd say.
You're-
for a rough time in history.
pretty dumb in bad faith if that's where you're starting from.
All right. If I'm so dumb, then do the thing that you call for.
You said you weren't at the Holocaust, so you don't know. You're a Muslim, right?
Yeah. I think he's a pretend Muslim, so.
Are you hesitating on that one too? Do you not know?
You know the answers to these questions.
Okay.
What do you say?
He said, you know the answer to these questions.
Yeah.
Well, were you there when like Muhammad flew a winged horse to heaven?
Or when he married a 9-year-old. Didn't Muhammad marry like, or is that the Buddha? Who was that? Who married the 9-year-old? Was it I think it was Muhammad. It was one of them. Or you married sorry. Muhammad married a 6-year-old. That's much better. Okay. Or maybe it was not. But okay. She must have just been very mature for her age, according to Sneako.
What are you talking about?
Were you there? Then how do you know what happened?
I didn't know that there was a flying horse in in the Muslim mythology. It's incredible.
See, we have to.
That was Buddha. Apparently Muhammad did too. I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy.
Things happen and they're documented historically, and we can't pick and choose what we believe in. Like, if you want to actually go through the evidence,
I can pick and choose. I'm pretty skilled. I'm pretty talented about that.
And see, like, the meticulous documenting that the Nazis did, they couldn't have kept the records better. But you're going to sit here and say
that's true. Germans do keep a good record.
That wasn't there. I mean, you obviously don't believe that you believe the Holocaust was greatly exaggerated. At least admit to that.
Nope, I said it's exactly what they said it was.
It was exactly 6 million, no more, no less.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And do you still dream about a fellow's eye?
This is like just such a weird. This is just such a weird conversation, and I hate to say it, but Ethan really knows how to make himself like look kind of bad. I don't know. This is just like, yes, I don't know. It feels like, what's the point of this? Like, I get it. I guess it's supposed to be embarrassing, but it's almost like, okay, we kind of already knew this, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being fucking weird. But it's like, all right, cool. Because Sneako comes out looking a little mature here, because he's like, okay, because from the optically, the perspective that he's operating with, it's like, oh, I'm not going to humor these immature debates. And we did just have Ethan go on for about something from 3 years ago that happened in Sneako's past. You know what I mean? So optically comes off. Obviously, he's using this to dodge the question, because he doesn't think that like 6 million Jews died. He thinks Jews like run the world and control the world and yada yada yada, like all that other conspiracy bullshit. But I don't know, man. It's just like weird.
Ashes tickling your balls when you jerk off.
Maybe that's just me, dude.
Because I bet that felt pretty good. Oh, it's
Say this to my face when I see you.
Why are you mad?
Ooh, now they're gonna fight, dude. Say it to my face, bitch.
Why are you mad? Because I can imagine that felt really good. I mean, I like my balls tickled.
In your wife's eyes, and you see that the IDF soldier that's genociding Palestinians, you feel good about that?
Well, it's mandatory conscription, so I mean, everybody's.
It's mandatory?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're with your wife, and you see an IDF soldier,
Say what?
you're happy sharing a bed with an IDF soldier that's genociding Palestinians. That makes you happy?
Well, my wife hasn't killed anybody or participated in like combat, but like I do love my wife. I am.
Part of the military that's committing genocide right now. You're comfortable sharing your bed with somebody who's participating in that?
She hasn't participated in that.
No,
Damn,
she wasn't
dude.
part of the IDF.
Well, she was. She was part of the IDF.
It's a crazy virtue signal that he's operating with right now. But yeah, I think that's what you're supposed to do in the IDF is you have to share whatever for a year. You have to be part of like the military for a year, which might be something good to do like everywhere. Maybe in the United States would be kind of cool too. Then you can get trained to use guns, and we could all own guns, baby.
As all Israelis are. I love my wife.
I just like, because it's good to call out what's going on over there between Israel and Palestine, but it's so weird that nobody gives a fuck about anything else unless a Western force is there. There's other surrounding Muslim countries that are like literally genociding their own people, actually starving them, not letting them have basic human rights. Women can't, vote or go to college in some of these areas. There's abusive relationship dynamics. They're selling kids to adults so that they can be in relationships. Nobody cares about that. But the second there's a Western force involved, all of a sudden everybody's got their fucking, everybody's like obsessing about it. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't care. I'm just saying you should care about all of it. It seems like we only care about, brown people dying when it's white people killing them. It's very interesting. I'm just saying. Criticize all the behavior equally. It would be kind of cool.
And I'm very proud and happy to share my bed with her. I'm very critical of the Israeli government, though, and I agree it's terrible what's happening there. Do you want to tell me how many Jews died in the Holocaust or how good it feels to get your balls tickled with eyelashes?
Okay.
Come, bro, do you know what would be good? Next time, bring like a bird feather. That would be hot as shit. And just tickle the sack with that. That would be really exciting.
This is such a weird conversation.
You seem upset.
What is going on?
You seem upset. You seem upset. Well, I'll let you go.
Right now, but when I see you say all this,
You gonna get a happy ending there or no?
When I see you, say it to my face, dude. Holy moly.
No, I'm not a deviant like you are.
Okay. I'm not a deviant, Mister. Usually I
mean, he obviously is a deviant. He's justifying little kids getting raped in marriages. So
dab up my boys, but you nut up your boys. You go nut to nut with your boys.
Damn,
All right, here, I'm gonna hand the phone back to
dude.
Sneako. Enjoy your massage. You're gonna, sorry that you're so mad during your massage. I'm sorry if I ruined that
No,
for
I'm
you.
great, man. I look forward to the debate you're running from.
Well, I literally am talking to you on FaceTime right now. I'm very clearly not running from a debate. You're the one that...
Well, I mean, obviously his take's going to be like, hey, have the explicit conversation with me that's like programmed and scheduled, not when I'm randomly, I don't know, getting a fucking happy ending. You know, which he's got a point. I mean, if you're, to me, you know, if your whole thing is I don't want to talk to Sneako because I don't think it's, you know, you don't want to validate any conversation he has because there's no point because it's just about raping kids. Like that's literally Sneako's whole big thing right now. That's cool, but then don't just like ambush him and have a conversation randomly. It does come off as like a little snaky. So
it's like, oh, stop asking me questions.
He's hitting him with the LOL, you're gay. True.
Questions you know the answers to. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I'm not here to talk about feathers with a 50-year-old man. I'll talk about Zionism when you're ready.
And that's all you want to talk about.
Dude, Zionism.
There's nothing else to talk to you about. You don't stand for anything and you're a fraud.
Okay, that's funny coming from Sneako. Well, I mean, I can believe that he actually believes in raping kids because that seems to be his perspective. So
okay, cool.
Because that's what it is. Like, let's just be very clear here. What is this?
Build up.
This is crazy.
Brad, take your phone back before I walk out here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah.
What a messy response. What a messy thing that just happened.
Oh, he's.
All right. Thank you.
He's mad.
Well, yeah. This whole thing was just so weird.
He's upset.
Yeah, he was mad.
Yeah.
He wanted to fight me, you
I didn't know
guys.
the tension was that high.
Well,
See,
no,
this is why I don't
because-
like your
No, but here's the thing.
content spaces. Like, that was uncomfortable.
I don't get upset about Sneako. He doesn't bother me. I just think he's a despicable human being that is the antithesis of like everything I believe in. And that's it. I mean, so like there's certain people that I feel fully warranted to go after. And if his response is like, oh, I'm violent, then I mean,
Do you think there's anything
Well, that's always been his response. So
good in the things that he talks about?
no, there's really nothing that he talks about that's good in any capacity. Let's just be absolutely. Well, I mean, if you could tell me what it is, here's what it'll be. Well, he advocates for men. It's like, no, he doesn't. He creates male victim complexes by blaming women for every man's problem instead of teaching men to be, you know, better.
what
Can I still do this?
Like, for example, what?
I don't know. I'm just saying anything that you've seen. Do you think there is good in any of it?
I don't know. Surely some people get something good. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something good in it, right? Like everybody's got. People wouldn't be listening to him if there wasn't something helpful for somebody. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Did you see the conversation that he had with Moist Critical and the whole like,
Yeah, I wasn't happy with how that went because I felt like Charlie wasn't well prepared.
Yeah, not at all. He couldn't even push back on like any basic anything. It was kind of embarrassing. I mean, you'd think that you'd be able to push back and be like, hey, you know what? There are no 9-year-olds having their wieners chopped off. Why do you keep saying that? Would have been pretty solid.
Have that conversation.
Yeah.
By the way, that segues nicely into the trans boxer.
Yeah.
You made a tweet
Let's
about
talk
that.
about that. I would love to actually transition.
Yeah, I heard that that boxer wasn't actually trans. People were just saying that they were.
Well, apparently that she was actually
She's a
woman
female, but she
with
had XY chromosomes or something.
more masculine chromosomes.
So here, let me.
Oh, that's interesting. And also, I don't care. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for this segment. I have nothing else to say, to be honest with you. So, cool beans, man. Cool. I thought that was going to be more than it was. That was kind of just fucking weird and a little bit cringe, to be absolutely honest with you. But, hey, fuck it, right?